and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today and getting into my Paycheck 1. The pays are in. We need to make sure we know where our money is going and we name every dollar that's coming in and going out and that it's going to its assigned place. I love doing these paycheck budgets. It's probably, if I got rid of anything, this is the one budget style I would not get rid of, though I find all three styles of budgeting that I do, the monthly budget, paycheck budget, and the weekly check-ins, are critical to keeping me on track and in my spending and all the spending categories that we have. So I love doing this and I love sharing it with you guys. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I'm excited to have you here. If you have questions about budgeting or want to talk about that in the comments, I would love to hear from you guys. And let me know how your budget's going. Are you ready for the month of May? There's so many exciting things that happen. Have you planned for things in the month of May? And do you have graduations? I know Mother's Day is coming up, or anything event big that you've saved up for and that you're proud of. I would love to hear that in the comment club down below. So go ahead and do that. I do know I'm tweaked my budget a little bit to add for gas, for travel, for Mother's Day, and then added a little bit more to restaurants so we can go out to eat for Mother's Day and all those things. My mother's coming into town and I'm excited to see her and the rest of the family. So let's get into the budget. We are looking at what kind of income types we have for Paycheck 1. I'm going to zoom this in just a little bit more so you can see better. And we're going to go ahead and get into that. A little too close there. There we go. All right, so my first one is military retirement. And military retirement is my husband's income that when he retired from the Navy, this is what he gets, his pension. So $1,759.30. VA disability, he gets also $2,353.39. Rent, our son pays rent and he gives us $774. This covers groceries, utilities, his part of all the things in our household, so he just pays us rent. Dividends are the pennies the credit union puts in our checking account, and I just kind of tack it on to the end as an actual here instead of its own line item, because it's just 2 or 3 pennies, so it's not that big a deal to me. But I do need my numbers to match. So there you go. Other, I'm going to put 0. I think I added my stickers one too many, so I have an extra line there if I want to add to that. But $0 for other. If I'm still waiting on our state tax returns and they have not come in yet, I'm hoping that they show up and maybe I'll put them in that category. So that is our income, and I'm going to just put a line there so I know that's just a blank line. Let's get this totaled. All right, so we are expecting estimating $4,886.69 for the first paycheck period of the month, and what is going to come in for this paycheck time period. And that actually includes, let me look at the calendar really quick, the 1st through the 4th. So it's only a 4-day paycheck period, but so much is happening in those 4 days. A lot of bills come out, a lot of things happen, so there you go. Tithing, we have 2 different tithings, but they total together $175, and so I just write it like that. That's tithing to the military retirement. We have Roth, that is my savings for Roth for next year. I've already contributed everything for this year. I'm saving up for next year. Our mortgage, we have $2,477.67. This may get adjusted. I haven't checked the mail just yet. I just realized that. But I think I got something from the county as far as property taxes, so that might adjust a little bit. So this number may change, and I'll just erase it and retotal this later. I use erasable pens, so it just makes my life easier. And I add $550 to the, what am I trying to say? $550 principal payment to my mortgage, so that way I can pay it off early, and I'm excited about that. Spectrum, that is our cable internet, and phone, $192.32. Humana Health is my son's health insurance. He's the one that pays rent, $570. Not sure if we're going to continue that. I'm still waiting on a few things before we make that decision. $9.53 is my husband's music subscription with Amazon. Our water bill came in already. That was $50.21. Greater Europe Mission is where we send money to missionaries to do their missions, and we pay for them to live their life and raise a family and be missionaries. So there you go. HelloFresh is, I moved it from taking it out of my grocery budget on my weekly check-ins to a bill. It is a bill. It does get auto-drafted out of my account, $69.93, and I just thought it may have made more sense as a bill here than in the weekly check-in, so I just decided to move it here. So we'll see what happens. Grocery household. Now this is just for the first 4 days, so anything that I have here, if I don't spend it, it rolls over to the next paycheck period and is included in that number. So grocery household, I'm giving myself $220. If I don't spend it all, that's fine. It'll go to the next paycheck period. Restaurants, I'm putting $120. So basically these categories I divided by 5 with these numbers. So if I take 220 times 5, it's $1,100, which is what I planned when I did the budget for the monthly budget. So this is how it broke down, that monthly budget right here. I took these numbers, 1,100, 600, 500, 350, and 75, and I divided them by 5 because I do a 5-week budget. Most people don't, and that's okay. But I do a 5-week weekly check-in, and so this is for paycheck 1 because it's only 4 days and it only counts for 1 week. Miscellaneous is $100 for those 4 days. Gasoline, I'm giving myself $70. I know I won't need it, but it's a placeholder for the next paycheck period. Copay is going to be $15. I don't really have much going on, but we'll see what happens there. And then unbudgeted is always, sorry about that, is always $0. So, and I left room for a little bit more if I need to add anything to this or something comes up in those first 4 days. I don't think it will. So let's total up and see what I have in amounts for my fixed expenses and my variable expenses, and make sure I have enough to cover the income to cover those expenses. So let's get started. Okay, my fixed expenses are, I'm going to move this, $3,972.41. I need room here on my notebook. $3,972.41. And then over here, I'm going to have all right, $525.00 there as my spending for the week. So this is my budget, and now I need to see if I have enough. Almost forgot. If I have enough income to cover my expenses. So the income portion was $4,886.69. Oop, not plus, minus. There we go. 3,972.41 and minus the 525. So I am left potentially, where did my sticky notes go? Hold on a second. I really love using these little sticky notes to kind of put my temporary number until I know my actual number. So potentially in this paycheck period, I will have $389.28 left over, and that could balance forward that will balance forward to the next pay period. So that should be good. because I don't know if I need it or if I have enough to cover Paycheck 2. I would have to do a Paycheck 2 budget, but we'll see that when I get there. And yeah, so this is my Paycheck 1 budget. Let me zoom you guys back out so you can see the whole thing. There we go. So yeah, this is my Paycheck 1 budget, what the estimates are, what I plan to spend, and I feel good about it having a $389 left over. That's a decent buffer in the checking account if I need it, and a good buffer to have to roll over if I need it for the rest of the for Paycheck 2. So, and I know it probably will, so a lot of this will probably go over because the first 4 days I'm not going to spend that much, $5.25 for as far as groceries and restaurants and stuff like that. I probably won't even have restaurants on there, period. But some of this other stuff I might use. So as long as it balances forward, I know I fully funded what I needed for those categories. And that's all I have for you. So this is Paycheck 1, and I'll be back with Paycheck 2. And when I do my Paycheck 2, I will close out Paycheck 1. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. That way you can catch everything that's happening back to back. And I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.